actually meant to be more vocal on dating apps.
What?
This is how a conversation is going with a different guy. Hey, how's your Friday going? Good, studying for the CPA. Oh, you're an accountant? Yeah. Nice. I think so. That's it.
But I thought women had an easier time on the dating apps. Based on what social media portrays, I thought women had like an easier time on on dating apps. Uh, hey, but maybe there's just a shift in the generation now. Men want to be approached. They don't want to be the ones chasing all the time. What do you guys think? Hey, I might have something there. Then again, I just might be fucked up, right? It's part of life. But I mean, maybe she just doesn't like her. She's not the best looking girl in the world, right? Maybe the guy you're talking to doesn't wanna really see you in person. Harsh truth.
So the only thing that you have to go off of is their looks and like the first thing or two that they say to you. And I feel like that has caused so much pressure to like come up with some one-liner and be snarky and funny and like mysterious. And no one can be that all the time. And honestly, sometimes that feels really inauthentic.
And you know what? This is coming from a woman that I don't think should have any problems finding prospects on a dating app, right? She's good looking, blonde, she has blue eyes. But then, like, what do you expect from a dating app? That's how it starts. You get a one-liner because you guys don't know each other. I think they are asking too much of a dating app because maybe what you should do is, I'm pretty sure there are people doing this. You start, I mean, this is how they do it, right? I suppose, because again, I haven't used dating apps. You start with a smirky line, attractive line. You say something to catch somebody's attention, and you talk long enough to take the conversation off the dating app, and you exchange phone numbers, social media, whatever you need to do. Like, I just don't understand why they are complaining. Well, I do, because they don't have any social skills, I guess. They're not used to approaching people in person, which is what they should do. This generation, they should try that more. Damn, I really miss those days. I mean, I don't, but that's a good skill to have. That's a good skill to have. Very good skill to have.
I haven't been on a dating app in like 4 years. I mean, even prior to that, I think we've lost the art of communication. I think we've lost the art of courting someone and also having the ability to approach someone because you just have a natural connection because you see them across the room and there's something about them that
Especially
you want
living in a city like New York.
Yeah.
It's so condensed with so many people. Did you see that article that came out that New York City is rated the worst city to date in the country with Los Angeles
Really?
at number two?
I am a believer though.
Is that for real? Don't say that. I'm from New York. Wow. I mean, back in the days, I was very good at dating. Shit, I had a blast. I lived in New York for 19 years, from 2000 to 2019, and I never had a problem dating. I guess maybe in the last few years. Wow.
Though, if I read that, I would flip that. I would go into my day every day and I would say, New York is the best city to date in. Everything's coming to me. I'm having all these guys lined up. They're lucky to be in my presence. You don't get sucked into the negativity.
You're so right.
No, you're right.
You can't let those articles dictate. And also, I will say to your point, the frequency's off. I know this sounds really weird on dating apps.
It is off.
It's off.
Well,
There's
The
my
frequency's off. And
She
I
was
hate to
even-
say that because I know that's how a lot of people meet, but
No,
there's
it's very
something that's
strange.
But I can
off.
tell you, I
Yeah.
haven't had a dating app since forever. And I told myself I would be okay. And I think I've had more dates than most of my friends that are on dating apps because I've just accepted it and gone, I will find someone in public. I will find someone through a friend. It's going to work. So honestly, I've had that positive mentality.
So what do they mean the frequency is off? I don't understand. Is that like the frequency in which people like swipe left and right or text people? I think the issue is that millennials and Gen Zers have only have resort to only dating apps to meeting people. So they lack the skills to approach people in person. And that's a big problem. Like, shit, I remember I didn't use dating apps to approach women. And I know my friends, my brothers did neither. But nowadays, that's what they resort on. Like, that's the only, dating apps and social media. That's all. With social media, if we are honest, there are also dating apps. There are social media apps like Instagram, slide into my DM, Snapchat. I remember when I worked in life insurance, I had a young agent, very young agent. He was 18 at the time, and this is back in 2017. And he used to be all the time on the phone. I said, yo, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm, dating these girls. And they are Snapchatting me their pussies. What? I was like, what? Yeah, so I'm like, I'm think that's where all the frustration comes from, because they put all their efforts in just meeting people on the dating apps. And I guess now it's not working out well anymore. Like, I guess it's not the trend anymore. It's not working as good as it was before. Could be. Now let's listen to this guy, because he might have a point. He might have a good. He might have two good points. He's saying this is why dating apps don't work. So let's see. I think he had two good points, but let's see.
This is why dating apps don't work. Two main reasons. One, because true love is not built off box checking.
Oof.
When you go on a dating app, you're
Oof.
box checking. That's what
good.
you're doing. Guys are looking at pictures and going, oh, she's got nice calves and an outy belly button. That's just my type. Girls are going on dating apps and going, oh my God, he's got a picture where he's doing a handstand on a yacht. That's so hot. That's just my type. That's not love. That's lust.
True.
And then you go to meet up and you realize, oh wait, there's no connection here, because there never was one to begin with. And the second reason is because of the paradox of choice. Dating somebody is investing in a person because you actually like them and believe that it can go somewhere. Even if you meet somebody that you like on a dating app, there's too many options, okay? That's not how it's supposed to happen. If you like somebody, you're supposed to actually see it through with them and see how it goes. You're not.
What do you guys think about that? I think he made two good points. I mean, well, maybe he's just tired of, fucking around and wants to settle down, and he giving his point of view now. But he looks pretty young. He looks like, if he's not a Gen-Zer, he's a millennial. So, good point of view, bro. Good point of view. Now let's look at this chart. It's just showing how the dating scene have shifted from in person to, like I was saying before, how heavy millennials and Gen Zers have resort to dating apps, which is crazy. You'll see how fast. So in the beginning, it's gonna be very slow, and then you'll see how fast it shifts from at the bottom online to like all the way to the top in just a few years. So it starts, like you see, it starts on 1930. So 35, of course, nobody was using the internet in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, or 60s. So as you can see, it was mainly friends, family, in school back then, 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and bars and restaurants, and co-workers, then neighbors, church, and college. So I do agree, friends, family first. School, I guess back then, in my generation, was more friends, family, and their bar restaurants. But let's see. 60s, still at the bottom, no percent, 0%. And we're gonna go into my generation. I'm 1982, that's 2%, see? Friends, co-workers, and we have bar restaurants, number 3 now. Ooh, look at online. Oh my goodness, wow, that's crazy. Wow, look at that. So as you can see, like I was saying, how heavy this generation, Gen-Zers and Millennials, are relying on online dating. I guess that's why they're frustrating, because maybe it's just burnt out. I guess they just figure out everyone is doing the same shit. But like I said, in my generation, me personally, my friends, my circle, we relied heavily on bars and restaurants, friends, and co-workers. Sometimes family, not as much as family. I went to college, but I was not paying too many attention. In college, I think I dated once or twice somebody in college. But I was very heavy on bars and restaurants and friends and family. Well, that is crazy how it went. Like, I think it started like, let's go back. When did it start going like rising? Okay, so 1986, still low. 87, 93, 4, 5, 6, into 2000s. Okay, so it started going up in 2001. I believe 2001, beginning 2002, and there it goes. Wow. By 2007, it was already 14%. Hey, this just shows like this generation, they just lack the personal touch skill. They are very heavy on the online touch skill, which doesn't really take much.
Fellas, get off the dating apps. Burn the boats. We've gotten to the point where we've stunted our social skills. We can't do it anymore. You're not approaching them. I see this one guy just earlier today that was gonna talk to her, didn't talk to her, and got nervous, and he stopped. And that was the moment I knew he's gonna go and try to find her on a freaking app and text her from his little safeguard of an app. That's how.
That's what I want. That's the word I was looking for. It's like a safeguard, so they feel safe behind an app because you're not getting rejected like in public, right? But I don't think rejection is that so bad because it's like failing in life. If you fail at something, you just keep trying. Just like dating. You get rejected, hey, play by the numbers. You keep hitting the numbers. At some point, you will hit it, right? That's what I think. I mean, he got it right. He got it right. That's like that safeguard. I like how he said he's gonna approach, not gonna approach. Should I say something? Should I not? Just get it over with, bro. Like you get. I'm sure. Like I remember the first time I got rejected in public, it was like a weight off my shoulders. After that, I didn't give a shit. I was in these clubs, approaching left and right. And if you just play the numbers, you're going to be all right. Because I did very well.
That's how bad we've gotten to. We have stunted our ability to interact with other humans that we have interest in. Fellas, get off the dating apps. They don't work in your favor anyway. You're wasting a lot of time. You should be focusing on yourself and building your avenues of growth. And on your path, you should be approaching the women that you are interested in along the way. The ones that are in your proximity, the ones you see on the day-to-day, the ones you see on the way to the coffee shop, the ones you see at the gym. I don't care where it is. Yes, these are what they've been asking for a while, and now they're finally saying, why aren't guys approaching us anymore? Because they've been told to not.
Preach, brother. Like he said, lack of social skills. Preach. Preach. I like how he's saying all of that because all of that is true. Just play the numbers. Approach. It's a numbers game, bro. It's a numbers game.
But when people say, like, where am I supposed to meet somebody? We have to understand that there's so many places that we go to in a day. Except if you're somebody who works at home, never leaves your house, ever. But we go to gyms, we go to the grocery store, we go to work, we go to events, we go out. Like, we definitely go places where there's opportunities to meet people, but we're so distracted by our phones. I mean, I even do this. I'm walking in somewhere just staring.
That's true. Hey, that is very true. There are so many places that people go to on an everyday basis. But the thing is, like I said, this generation, like Gen-Zers and Millennials, are so focused on meeting people on dating apps that they don't even pay attention when they're out. Have you noticed, like, Gen-Zers and Millenials, when they're out walking on their phone, like I see people crossing the fucking street on the phone. Like, motherfucker, you can get hit by a car because you are focusing on the phones, and they are probably texting and chatting on these dating apps that they don't even pay attention when they're out to women. And if they see a woman that they like or a man that they like, they don't want to approach them because they are on the fucking dating app. And that's their entire center of attention. And of course, if they're looking for validation, how many people are gonna like me? Let me go into this dating app and see how many people are gonna swipe right on me or swipe left, whichever they want to like. That goes into the validation, which at the end of the day doesn't mean shit. Because okay, somebody just liked you in a picture. So what? What does that mean? It really doesn't mean shit, at least not to me. But then again, hey, like I said, I'm an old school. I'm old. I might be wrong. You might disagree with me. Hopefully, some of you do agree with me. Drop it in the comments and let me know. Like this video and share it. Please subscribe to support the channel. You can watch my other videos. They're gonna be up here or wherever the hell YouTube decides to put them on, because they've been slacking on me lately. And again, have a blessed and exclusive day. Peace.